Summer, 73 BC. In a gladiator school in Capua, 78 slaves armed with kitchen knives make a choice that will terrify Rome. They are men trained to die for entertainment, property valued only for their capacity to bleed. Tonight, they choose freedom. Their leader is Spartacus, a Thracian warrior who once fought for Rome's legions before slavery condemned him to the arena. Within hours, these gladiators smash through the gates, seize weapons, and vanish toward Mount Vesuvius. Rome dispatches 3,000 militia to crush them. A routine police action. What Rome doesn't know is that within 2 years, these 78 will become 70,000. They will defeat 6 Roman armies, and when it ends, 6,000 crucified slaves will line the Appian Way for 120 miles. This is the story of how slaves made Rome tremble. To understand this nightmare, you must grasp what slavery meant in 73 BC Rome. Slaves comprised 1/3 of Italy's population, 2 million humans treated as property. Spartacus was Thracian, possibly a deserter from the legions, purchased by Lentulus Batiatus, who owned Capua's premier gladiator school. Among 200 gladiators, Gauls, Germans, Thracians, Greeks. A plot formed. When discovered, 78 fought their way out using kitchen utensils as weapons. They fled to Mount Vesuvius. Rome sent Praetor Gaius Claudius Glaber with 3,000 men to surround the mountain and starve them out. Glaber positioned forces at the only known path down and waited. But Spartacus understood Roman tactics because he had used them. What Glaber didn't anticipate was that when the enemy controls expected routes, you create new ones. One night, Spartacus's men wove wild grapevines into ropes and rappelled down the unguarded cliffs on the opposite side of the mountain. They circled through forest and attacked the Roman camp from behind, from the direction Glaber thought impossible. The militia broke. Spartacus captured weapons, armor, and Rome's attention. Word spread. Escaped slaves, poor farmers, dispossessed laborers joined. Within months, 70,000 strong. Praetor Publinius Varinius arrived with 2 legions. Spartacus defeated him twice, capturing Roman equipment each time. Then came consular armies, Rome's highest commanders for 72 BC, Lucius Gellius Publicola and Gnaeus Cornelius Lentulus Clodianus. Spartacus maneuvered between them, shattered both before they could coordinate. 6 Roman armies, 6 defeats. But Spartacus commanded 70,000 people, including women, children, non-combatants. A mobile refugee camp needing food, safety, escape. He wanted to march north, cross the Alps, disperse to homelands where Rome couldn't follow. His second, the Gaul Crixus, demanded they stay and raid. The army split. Crixus led 30,000 south. A Roman force caught and annihilated them. 20,000 died. Spartacus reached the Po River Valley near the Alps. Escape seemed possible. Then he turned south again, back toward Rome. Deals with Sicilian pirates collapsed, or his army refused to disperse, or Spartacus chose a final stand. Whatever the reason, marching south meant facing Marcus Licinius Crassus. Crassus was Rome's wealthiest citizen, a calculating politician who wanted military glory to rival Pompey. The Senate gave him 6 legions and total authority. His first act revived decimation, selecting 500 survivors from a defeated unit by lot, killing every 10th man beaten to death by comrades. The remaining legions understood. Crassus feared failure more than the enemy. The campaign became chess. Spartacus moved toward Calabria's narrow toe. Crassus pursued but didn't engage. Instead, in 71 BC, he built a massive fortification across the entire peninsula, 35 miles long, 15 feet high, with deep ditches, an engineering marvel designed to trap 50,000 slaves at Italy's southern tip. For months they starved. Then on a stormy winter night, Spartacus launched a desperate breakout. They filled trenches with earth and charged the wall under darkness and rain. Thousands died, but enough broke through to escape north into Lucania's mountains. But Crassus had a new problem. The Senate recalled Pompey from Spain and Lucullus from Macedonia. If they arrived first, they'd steal his glory. He needed immediate victory. Meanwhile, 12,000 of Spartacus's forces under Gannicus and Castus broke away. Crassus's forces slaughtered them. Now Spartacus commanded perhaps 40,000, with legions closing from all directions. Spring 71 BC, near the Celaris River, Spartacus made his final decision. He killed his own horse before battle, declaring if they won, he'd have Roman horses. If they lost, he wouldn't need one. No retreat. Fight, win, or die together. The battle was collision between desperation and discipline. Spartacus tried cutting through to kill Crassus himself, personally killing 2 centurions. But Roman shields locked, spears stabbed in drilled rhythm. The slaves fought with courage, but courage isn't enough against Rome's war machine. When Spartacus fell, his body never identified buried under mounds of dead, resistance collapsed. Between 5,000 to 30,000 slaves died that day. 6,000 survivors fled north. Pompey's arriving, legions intercepted and annihilated them. Crassus hunted scattered groups. Any slave with a weapon, any fleeing slave, any suspected sympathizer, all rebels. The Third Servile War cost 40,000 to 100,000 lives. It wasn't military defeat, it was extermination. But Crassus wanted a message. Of C's 1,000 captured alive, he ordered all crucified along the Appian Way from Capua to Rome. 120 miles, crosses spaced every 100 feet. The dying lasted days, bodies rotted for months. It wasn't justice or vengeance, it was calculated power, a warning in human suffering. This is what happens when you defy Rome. The Third Servile War ended, but Spartacus never died. His rebellion became Rome's ghost. For 2 millennia, every era seeking symbols of resistance has reimagined him. Enlightenment philosophers, 19th century revolutionaries, Marxists, Hollywood all claimed him. Modern historians still debate his motives. But, stripped of mythology, Spartacus remains remarkable. A man enslaved, trained to die for entertainment, who refused and convinced tens of thousands to follow. A tactician who defeated Roman legions using terrain, timing, surprise, Rome's own principles. His defeat was inevitable. Rome had resources no slave army could match, but his victories proved Rome could bleed. And that was the ultimate victory, not military conquest, but immortality in the empire's memory. Spartacus lost the war, but he won the future's imagination, and that is a victory Rome could never crucify.